In the world of emergency response, every second is precious. Time is the one thing you can never get back. For first responders, paramedics, firefighters, and police officers who run toward danger, the clock is a constant, unforgiving presence. Now a new partner is joining them on the front lines. It doesn't wear a uniform or carry a medical bag in the traditional sense. This new partner is artificial intelligence, or AI. It is quietly but profoundly reshaping how we handle crises. From the moment a 911 call is made to the complex logistics of a large-scale disaster, AI is beginning to provide support in ways we are only just starting to understand. It's a revolution not of replacing humans, but of augmenting them. The idea of a machine assisting in a life-or-death situation might sound like science fiction to some, but the reality is already here, and it is growing more sophisticated every day. Think of AI as an incredibly fast, data-driven assistant. It can process vast amounts of information far beyond human capacity. It can see patterns that the naked eye might miss, can listen to the subtle signs of distress in a caller's voice. This technology is being integrated into the very fabric of our emergency systems. The goal is simple and powerful: to help our human heroes make better, faster, and more informed decisions when lives hang in the balance. This integration marks a pivotal shift in emergency medicine and public safety. For decades, the tools of the trade have evolved: better equipment, faster ambulances, more advanced protocols. But the core challenge has always been about managing information under extreme pressure. How do you get the right resources to the right place at the right time? How do you diagnose a condition with limited information in a chaotic environment? AI offers a new layer of intelligence to tackle these age-old problems. It's about giving our first responders a cognitive edge, empowering them to see the bigger picture and act with greater precision and confidence than ever before. We are standing at the dawn of a new era in emergency response. The potential is immense, but so are the questions we must ask. As we bring this powerful technology into such a critical field, we have a responsibility to understand its capabilities, its limitations, and its impact on the very people it is designed to help. This journey is not just about adopting new tools. It is about fundamentally rethinking our approach to saving lives. It's a conversation about technology, but more importantly, it's a conversation about humanity and how we can best protect it during its most vulnerable moments. One of the most immediate and life-altering impacts of AI is in medical diagnosis. Imagine a paramedic arriving at the scene of a car accident. The patient is unconscious. Using a portable device, the paramedic can quickly scan the patient's vitals and symptoms. An AI algorithm, trained on millions of medical cases, can analyze this data in seconds. It can suggest potential diagnoses, like a stroke or internal bleeding, that might not be immediately obvious. This allows the team in the ambulance to begin specific, targeted treatments on the way to the hospital. As one paramedic told me, it's like having a team of specialists in your pocket, giving you a second opinion when you need it most. This speed can be the difference between life and death. Beyond individual patient care, AI is a master of logistics. During a large-scale emergency like a hurricane or a wildfire, resource allocation is a massive challenge. Where are the most critical needs? Which routes are clear? Where should you stage ambulances and supplies? AI systems can analyze real-time data from weather reports, traffic cameras, social media, and emergency calls to create a dynamic map of the disaster zone. This allows command centers to deploy resources with incredible efficiency, sending help where it will have the greatest impact. It helps avoid sending too many resources to one area while another is left struggling. It's about making every person and every piece of equipment count. AI also allows us to see into dangerous places without risking human lives. Drones and robots equipped with AI-powered sensors can enter burning buildings, collapsed structures, or areas contaminated with hazardous materials. These machines can stream back real-time video and data, identifying the location of survivors or pinpointing the source of a fire. They can create three-dimensional maps of unstable environments, giving rescue teams a clear picture of the risks before they enter. This technology doesn't just make rescue operations more effective, it makes them fundamentally safer for the brave men and women who perform them. they can go in with more information and a better plan. The power of AI also extends to the very first point of contact, the emergency call. Advanced AI can analyze the words, tone, and even the background noises of a 911 call to help dispatchers assess the situation's severity. It can detect signs of a stroke from slurred speech, or identify the sound of a specific weapon being fired. This gives dispatchers crucial context, helping them send the appropriate level of response and provide the caller with more accurate pre-arrival instructions. This early information advantage sets the entire response on a better track, creating a chain of positive effects that can ultimately save a life before an ambulance even arrives on the scene. As we embrace these incredible advancements, we must also confront the serious ethical challenges they present. At the top of that list is privacy. Emergency response AI systems collect and analyze vast amounts of personal and sensitive data. This can include medical histories, real-time location, and even audio from inside our homes during a 911 call. We have to ask ourselves, who owns this data? How is it being protected from misuse or cyber attacks? Creating strong, transparent policies around data privacy is not just a technical requirement. It is essential for maintaining public trust. Without that trust, people may hesitate to call for help, which would defeat the entire purpose of the technology. Another significant concern is the potential for bias to be built into these AI algorithms. An AI is only as good as the data it's trained on. If that data reflects historical biases in society, for example, disparities in healthcare access or policing across different neighborhoods, the AI could learn and even amplify those biases. It might incorrectly prioritize calls from certain areas or misdiagnose conditions more common in one demographic than another. We have to be vigilant, a fire chief explained to me. This tool is meant to help everyone equally. If it has a blind spot, that blind spot could have devastating consequences for a whole community. Auditing these systems for fairness is a critical, ongoing task. Then there is the very human fear of job displacement. While most experts agree that AI is meant to augment, not replace first responders, the anxiety is real. Will experienced paramedics or dispatchers feel their skills are being devalued? Will the focus shift from human intuition and experience to a cold, data-driven decision? The key is to frame this as a partnership. The goal is to free up human responders from routine data analysis so they can focus on what they do best, providing compassionate care, making complex ethical judgments, and connecting with people in their moment of need. These are things a machine cannot replicate. Finally, we must consider the issue of accountability. When an AI system makes a recommendation that leads to a negative outcome, who is responsible? Is it the developer who wrote the code, the agency that deployed the system, or the human responder who followed the AI's suggestion? Establishing clear lines of accountability is crucial. We need regulations that define the roles of both humans and AI in the decision-making process. Without these clear rules of the road, we risk creating a gray area where mistakes can happen without anyone being held responsible, eroding confidence in the entire system of emergency care. The most effective vision for the future of emergency response is not one of humans versus machines, but of humans and machines working in perfect synchrony. AI should be seen as a powerful tool in the responder's toolkit, much like a defibrillator or a thermal imaging camera. The AI can handle the immense task of processing data, identifying patterns, and presenting options in a clear, concise way. This frees up the human responder's cognitive load, allowing them to focus on the uniquely human aspects of the job: empathy, critical thinking in unpredictable situations, and the ability to build trust with a person in distress. It's a true partnership. This collaboration requires a new approach to training. First responders need to be educated not just on how to use AI-powered devices, but on how to interpret their outputs and understand their limitations. They need to know when to trust the AI's recommendation and when their own experience and intuition should take precedence. A veteran firefighter put it this way: "The AI can tell me the temperature in every room of a burning building, but it can't tell me how a scared family will react. That's my job. The tech gives me the what, and I provide the how and the why. This blended expertise is where the real power lies." Furthermore, creating this collaborative future demands that we keep the human in the loop. The final decision in a critical situation must always rest with a person. AI can provide powerful suggestions, but it cannot understand the full context of a human life or the ethical weight of a decision. The system should be designed to present information and probabilities, not to issue commands. This ensures that we benefit from the speed and power of the machine without sacrificing the wisdom, compassion, and accountability that only a human can provide. It's a safeguard that protects both the patient and the responder. Building this synergy also means creating continuous feedback loops. The experiences of first responders on the ground are invaluable for improving the AI systems. When an AI's prediction is wrong, or when its suggestion is impractical in a real-world scenario, that information needs to be fed back to the developers to refine the algorithms. This iterative process of learning and adaptation, driven by real human experience, is what will make these AI tools truly effective and trustworthy. It ensures that the technology evolves not in a sterile lab, but in the messy, unpredictable reality of emergency response. The journey of integrating AI into emergency response is well underway, and the potential is truly staggering. We've seen real-world examples that prove its value. In Copenhagen, an AI system now helps dispatchers detect cardiac arrests during emergency calls with much higher accuracy, significantly improving survival rates. During wildfires in California, AI has been used to predict the fire's path with greater precision, allowing for more timely evacuations and safer deployments of firefighting crews. These are not theoretical benefits. These are real lives saved and real communities protected. These successes are the fuel that drives us forward. However, to fully realize this life-saving promise, we must commit to continued research and development. We need to invest in creating AI systems that are more transparent, fair, and robust. We must explore new ways for AI to assist in mental health crises, search and rescue operations, and public health emergencies. This requires a collaborative effort between technologists, medical professionals, public safety officials, and ethicists. We must work together to build a framework of standards and best practices that can guide the responsible development and deployment of this powerful technology across the globe. Ultimately, the future of AI in emergency response will be shaped by all of us. This is not a conversation that should happen only in tech labs or government offices. It's a conversation for every community. We encourage you to get involved. Talk to your local officials. Ask questions about how these technologies are being used or considered in your area. Share your thoughts and concerns. Public engagement is vital to ensuring that we build systems that reflect our shared values of safety, equity, and human dignity. Your voice can help shape the policies that will govern this new frontier. The road ahead is complex, filled with both incredible opportunity and significant challenges. But the goal is clear: to use every tool at our disposal to save lives and reduce suffering. Artificial intelligence, when guided by human wisdom and compassion, has the potential to be one of the most powerful tools for good that humanity has ever created. It can help us turn moments of chaos into moments of hope, and moments of despair into moments of rescue. The work is just beginning, but the promise of a safer, more resilient future for everyone is a powerful motivator to get it right.